Hello and welcome here to the race at Pocono Speedway for the 6th round of the Craftsman Cup Series. If you've seen qualifying yesterday, you'll see that Levi McIntyre has managed to put his Ford on the pole position, and alongside him is a fellow Ford driver in Stefan Papies rocking out a new livery for him. And then on the second row is former points leader Danny Wells and Daniel Voiles, the first of the Pontiac drivers, both the early contenders for the championship. Christian Martin and Zachary Fitzwater, they're both starting pretty deep in the field, and we've got 40 laps around this tricky triangle, so looking forward here, and hopefully we will see some great racing here tonight as the pace car will start pulling off onto the racetrack, and out goes 042. Here is how they will look then for today's race. So the field are making their way coming off of turn 4, and the pace car will make the sharp turn into the pits. And we are going to get 40 laps of racing, 100 miles around Pocono. As the flagman raised the green flag, we are underway for round 6. Looks like Papies has already got the jump then on the pole sitter Levi McIntyre. As the field starts to fan out 4 wide, sometimes 5 wide. Into the tunnel turn they go. Papies leads the way, followed by Daniel Voiles. I think that's Michael Norman in 3rd position. So we've got a Ford, Pontiac, Chevrolet, the front 3. And the pole sitter Levi McIntyre is falling way down the pecking order. He's down there in 6th position now. And you can see that big, thick black line. That's where the grip's going to be. You know, the inside's not going to be the way to go. It's basically that big, thick white line. Look at them fan out further back there. They are literally going 5 wide. Now, Danny Wells has a look around the outside of the pole sitter. You can just see how much grip Danny Wells has off the turn. And he just blitzed by the pole sitter like he's not even there. So he's still falling down. The pecking order then is Levi McIntyre. It's Daniel Voiles has a look for the lead on Papies. Can he do it? Going into the tunnel turn? No, he can't. Again, it's just that grip that he has. Oh, I think I had someone scraping the wall, and the safety car is out, and it's James Qualls and Stephen Colon. That's a shame there for James and there for Stephen. And the caution is out, and we're only on lap 2. Brandon Disco, he might have got a piece of that. Says a look at Chris Summers' there is Kyle Matthews there trying to go 5 wide then across the start-finish line. So the pace car is out. We're only on lap 2. Well, lap 3 now. But here's a replay. Let's see what happens here then from the Goodyear blimp. How did Colon and James Qualls get through this? I think Colon may have just squeezed James Qualls. You could just tell there by the lines. Stephen just drove into him. Maybe the spotter says that he was clear and he actually wasn't. And Nathan Ormond there just gently spins around James Qualls. Trent Dunham just barely misses the 88. But yeah, I'd say that's basically on Stephen Colon's fault because he just drove in. You could tell by the lines, he just drove up on James. So this is on board with James. There goes Christian Martin, he's just went by. And just watch Stephen on your left, the number 9, watch him. Just turning. From Nathan Ormond's view, he was the one that pushed James around. Who'll have a best look at this? Just watch Stephen Colon here. Yeah, it was just a harmless touch, that. And one more view from Trent Dunham's view. Look at the run he had off of the first corner, right? Making a move on Carson Gum. Oh, he was so close. Well, it looks like we have got some pit lane action this early on in the race. Everyone is going to come into the pits, I reckon, not unless if anyone is going to stay out, which I don't think they are. Nope, everyone looks like they're all into the pit lane. So let's cut to pit lane camera angle number 1, and you can see Papies, he pulls his Tide Fall in pit lane. Levi McIntyre, oh, Danny Wells just made a little contact on Daniel Wells, still more contact further in the pits. And it looks like it's just going to be 2 tyres then for a lot of drivers. Papies comes out. Danny Wells there, and Levi McIntyre has not really got going. Nearly went into Cold Diva 2. There's the second place driver in points. And yeah, there's Zachary Fitzwater there side by side with Jesse Turner, who was on a 1 race probation from the accident at Papyrus a week ago. And out come the other 2 drivers that were involved in the crash very early on. So let's get back to the green flag and see how they fared out after the pits. Right, the field are making their way in, or coming out of the last corner. You can see the lights on the pace car are off. So he's going to pull into the pits, and we're going to get back to green flag. Papies came into the pits as the leader, came out as the leader. Voiles in second, Michael Norman third, Jessica Shelton in fourth, Wes McCall in fifth. We'll change the camera angle. Nico Ketchum in sixth, Jeremy Taco seventh, Danny Wells eighth, Nathan Hudson ninth, and Matt McLean completes the top 10 as we're back underway yet again. Shelton makes the look on the inside of Michael Norman for third, but you could just see the grip that Michael has around the outside on that thick line, the dark line. It's always the grip. Here comes Danny Wells, has a look to the inside of Jeremy Tackles. And now because he's on the inside, he's going to compromise some positions, because through on the outside just went Matt McLean. Oh, Daniel Voiles is, I don't know if he went in a bit too deep in the last corner, but he might have actually had a bit of pressure there from Michael Norman, as Daniel Voiles has got a bit of free space there. And again, the car's all fanning out. Let's have a look at last week's race winner. Look at them all. Look at them jockeying all for position here. Seth Cole trying to look on the inside of the 500 winner, Charles Sandfell. Now, because he's on the inside, watch the cars that are going to pass him around the outside. Let's ride on board with last week's winner. So there goes Jamie Smith. There goes Ospina. That's 2 positions lost already. There's Richard Johnson. That's 3 positions now lost alone in 1 corner. And Ospina getting underneath the yellow line. Look at the run Richard Johnson's got there on there. And now Seth's on the outside. That's where the grip is, and you can see how much he just closes in on the 20 car. So if your car is on the second lane, it's going to get so much better for you. It really is. And I mean, look at the 18 car here of Noah Hart. He started on in the last row. There he is, up into 24th place. Now, don't forget, Noah Hart is on a free race probation for the incidents that he caused at Papyrus a week ago. So he's got to be on his best behaviour for free races. This one and the next two included. As the majority of the field is starting to go into a single file formation here, as Michael Norman has actually got into second place, so he must have passed Daniel Voiles not long ago. Wes McCall just manages to stick his Conseco Pontiac on the outside of Voiles, and they will go side by side into turn one. And as it usually happens, yep, the middle line is the battle line, and McCall's just breezes by Daniel Voiles like he's not even there. So Daniel's going to move down the order. Fruit goes shouting, Fruit goes tacos as well. Yep, there goes tacos. So he was in second place a lap ago. He's now down to about roughly 6th place. And that's Nico Ketchum. Heartache from a week ago at Papyrus. Could have got his first win of the season. Well, his first career win in the CCS. He is a rookie. And they go 4 wide behind. Look at this. Daniel Voiles, McLean. Oh, wow. They're 4 wide going into turn one. McLean on the outside. Voiles, Hudson, and Danny Wells. Dylan Young. Oh, they're jockeying all for position. And here comes Joshua Collard on the inside there too. Joshua Collard, he's made a good stop. He's nearly cracked into the top 10. And you can see further behind the 99 of Danny Wells. He started third. He's all the way down to 15th place. He's got Dylan Pulte right ahead of him. And there's your pole sitter right behind Danny Wells, Levi McIntyre. And another guy who's actually having a struggling season so far is the 55 of Nick Gunther. There he is, currently running strongly in 12th place, but he's going to possibly lose that 12th place to Dylan Pulte. But as we've seen a few times already, oh no, it was, I think he was trying to pass Pulte, but then Nathan Norman passes him. So the majority of the field are going side by side. There's a look at your current championship leader, Zachary Fitzwater, down in 31st place, side by side with Trent Dunham in the one car, who started dead last. So slow progress there for Trent, not as better as what Noah Hart has done. So there is your championship leader as he's made a pass on Trent Dunham. So that will be for 30th position. Trying to get a run now on Matt McIntyre in the Amoco Pontiac. Sorry, for Fitzwater's down to 33rd now, so he lost a couple of spots there. There's a look at all 42 drivers there. Meanwhile, back up front. Oh, looks like there was some racing going on. Was that involved Christian Martin? It was a white car. Yeah, Christian Martin, have a look on the inside of RJ Bishop. Didn't work. So he will still tuck into 23rd spot as Christian. Started 21st, so he's down a couple of positions from where he qualified. And you can see Richard Johnston there getting very close at the back end of Christian as the field into, well, would make their way into turn one. Out they go there, still all single file, as you'll see here. Oh, as Levi tries to make a move on Danny Wells, and that might lose him a couple of more positions because he is on the low line. And look at Jessica Shelton. She's trying to make a move on Wes McCall for 3rd position. Will she make it, or will that outside line just be getting more grip? Although she is trying to use that line, but to no avail. And now Levi McIntyre has lost a spot to Kyle Matthews. And there's Ry Hayden on the outside. And again, we're going to go 4 wide yet again. Noah Hart's thinking about making it 5 wide. He's got to be careful. He's on a 3 race probation. Jamie Smith still feeling a bit battered from a week ago at Papyrus. Oh, look at Cole Diva getting a good run there. All over the back of the 75 of Ry Hayden. And that's going to entice RJ Bishop into this. And Christian Martin has a look on the inside of RJ. Oh, just got to be careful here for Jamie because he was involved in that massive accident. And yet again, more positions losing for Levi. Here comes RJ around the outside of him. And he will get by. And here comes Christian Martin with a run. And RJ doesn't put the block up as Charles Sanford has a look for a position on Richard Johnson. If he gets a good one, he might go 3 wide on Jamie Smith and put him in the middle. Trick Torger in the 66, but then there goes Richard Johnson, just goes by Jamie Smith. Just that line has so much more grip. It really does. Jamie could lose a couple of spots now because Sanford's going to have a look on the outside. That it will be an easy pass for Charles. And so too will Trek Torga and Carson Gum. There's a look then at Stephen Colon. They're back at the field there. The damage card that he sustained at lap 2. James Qualls is slowly making his way up there. There he is there. 36th he came across the line. Possibly 37th. I think Brandon Disco must have made a pass on him. Behind him is Jesse Turner in the 41. He's on a 1 race probation. As just ahead of him, James Qualls is looking at a 3 wide activity there. And that's close racing further forward there. Involving last week's winner, Seth Cole, with Sam Oskin and Chris Summers there in the mix. Trent Dunham is also on the outside. Now Summers goes to the outside now. No, he goes to the inside, and Trent Dunham's going to gain a couple of more spots now by the looks of it. No, he's going to have a look on the inside of Chris Summers now. But we all know now that Summers will have the grip on that outside. And he will go by Trent Dunham, and now Noah Cars will probably have a look, and Trent nearly shuts the door on him. Back up front, it's still 7 Papiers with the lead. Michael Norman in 2nd. 3rd is Wes McCall, Jessica Shelton 4th, Jeremy Tackles in 5th, Nico Ketchum in 6th, Matt McLean 7th, Daniel Voiles 8th, Dylan Young 9th, and Nathan Hudson in the top 10. Joshua Collard in P11, Nick Gunther in 12th, Ormond in 13th, Dylan Pulte 14th, Danny Rose is 15th, Cal Matthews 16th, Ry Hayden 17th, Noah Hart in 18th. He's gained 23 spots from when he's qualified, having a tremendous race already for Noah. Cole Diva 19th, and RJ Bishop completes the top 20. And there's the man that's 2nd in the championship, Christian Martin, the championship leader, still all the way back there in 33rd place as we're going to start lap 19. So we're nearly halfway through this race already. As Brandon Ross and Diego Ospina are all battling here. And look at Michael Norman all over the back end of our current race leader. He pulls out. Has a look onto the inside. Jessica Shelton looks to the inside on Wes McCall. And you can just see how much the inside really doesn't have. And here comes Wes McCall. Full head of steam on the outside. Full momentum. And he's going to gain 2nd place. They're all battling behind him now. I think that might be Nico Ketchum possibly. Yep, Jeremy Tacos is now gaining spots. He might get 3rd place after all of this. Ketchum now looks to the inside. They look like they're going to be 4 wide yet again. Daniel Voiles trying to stick his Pontiac and make it go 5 wide into turn 1. Tacos and Norman touch. Oh, and that's nearly. Oh, they saved it. Oh, what a save. Oh, what a save that was there. Still looking at Stephen Colon. That could have been a hair-raising moment there. But they all kept it going. And Michael Norman was 2nd place. He's down to about 6th now. As we are past halfway now, we're going to be on lap 21 after this. And I think Stefan Papies will actually have another 5 bonus points for leading all of the laps so far. So we've already determined who's going to be leading the most laps here. Have a look further back here through the field. As you can see, Danny Wells still in 15th place. Nathan Ormond trying to have a look now. Yet again, they're going to go 4 wide. Collard trying to crack the top 10. As Daniel Voiles is starting to drop down in the M&M's Pontiac. And if Joshua passes Daniel Voiles, he is into the top 10. So there you go. Joshua Collard now into 10th position. So more positions going down for Daniel Voiles as Nick Gunther goes to the outside, as well as Nathan Ormond. And that's 2 more spots dropped for Daniel. And Danny Wells is on the outside of Dylan Pulte. And he will go by for 14th position. Pit stop should be happening quite soon, probably in about the next 2, maybe 3 laps, as I guess. Let's drive with Noah Hart here, currently in 18th place still. And there will be 17th place now. So that's another position gain for Noah Hart on his way up through the field. 3 wide into the tunnel turn. Kyle Matthews did the right thing and backing off of it. Should we have a look at last week's winner here? Let's see what he sees from his view. Look at the racing that's going on right in front of him. Does he get a run off the corner? Sort of. He's side by side now with Charles Sanford. Cole Diva goes right to it. That's Seth's teammate. So Seth will probably gain a few positions. Here he goes on the outside of Sanford. And again, the post hitter dropping back. There he is. Look. And through goes Jamie Smith, so he's working his way up back through the field. And I think that's Sama Ozkin just on the outside. Yep, indeed it is. Sama Ozkin. Oh, he just pulls into the pit lane. Oh, that was a nasty moment. And I think, we're riding the board now with Chris Summers. He's got the run on Seth Cole. Tries to find some free space there. That's Trent Dunham on there. They're leaning on each other and they reckon. Caution is out. And the guys that went into the pit lane, they might come out as the leader here. Matt McLean was involved in it. Seth Cole was in it. Trent Dunham was in it. Wow, we were actually on board with a crash, and I didn't expect that. So Seth Cole's got going. Trent Dunham's got going. Look at the damage then on Seth Cole's machine. And all these drivers have not yet pitted, and they're going to be missing out quite a lot. And I think it's going to be Richard Johnson that's going to come out the whole leader. And Sama Ozkin will come out second, as well as Noah Cars and Brant Disco and James Qualls. So they're going to be out leading here. So Caution is out then for the second time today, as they just go through the pace car. Oh, careful, James. So yes, Caution just came out again for the second time on lap 23. Here is what happened. I think this was all started when Sam Ozkin he passed Seth Cole on the outside and then made the dive bomb into the pit lane. And I think that kind of spooked Seth Cole, and he lost so much momentum when Samet did that. Through goes his teammates Cole Diva. Now this whole pack of cars right here, there they are. You can see Sanford's going to make a pass. Chris Summers then goes left and tries to go on the inside of Seth. McCreary's there, Fitzwater, McIntyre, they're all there. So they're nearly 4 wide then going into the first corner. And this was just like a carbon copy of what happened in the first caution. Just look at Trent. Charles is sort of putting a block on Trent. And you can see there, 3 into 1 really doesn't go into turn 1. And then Trent gets into Seth. He backs it into the wall. And yeah, the real innocent bystanders and all of that were both Summers and McIntyre. Such a shame there as well, because again, Chris just cannot get any fortune whatsoever. He just always seems to be in any sort of accident, and it's not of his own making too. He's just been an innocent bystander in all of these accidents. From Matt McIntyre's view, that's when Sam Osgood goes into the pits, and this is when it gets stacked up. From the points leader's view, and this is from the rear view from Seth Cole. That's when he got held up by Sam Oskin going into the pits. There. So, yet again, I think it was nearly time that drivers were going into the pit lane, and indeed they do. But the drivers that went into the pit lane before the caution came out, they are going to be leading the field. I just noticed there too that Charles Sanford's also got some front-end damage there. Maybe he just got into the back of someone. A lot of drivers have. Look, Seth Cole's even got a lot. Yeah, that's a lot of damage there from Seth Cole's car. As well as Anthony McCrory, he's got a lot of them. So they must have stacked up. Cody Lammers has also got damage too. But Seth Cole, he could be out of the race because that front end is really caved in. Anyway, go over to the pit lane view, and you will definitely see. Got more tyres then. Again, out goes McLean, Shelton, Tacos. Joshua Collard's gone out ahead of Michael Norman. That's good. And Levi McIntyre's putting some 4 tyres on. Some drivers opting for 2. And Cole Deaver's got his bonnet off, as well as Charles Sanford, as well as Cody Lammers. So there must have been a stack up when the caution came out. And I think as predicted, Seth Cole is out of the race. Yes, indeed he is. So Seth Cole, the hero from a week ago, and he's out of the race today. Anyway, let's see what's happened as we go back to the green flag. Welcome back then. Stay tuned for some more CCS action next week, next Wednesday. We are going to the Lone Star State, yes, at Texas. And again, the drivers have all agreed they're going to be using the restrictor plate package for that race. So stay tuned for that. That will be quite an exciting race. Definitely see some more lead changes. Definitely a lot more lead changes in this race here today. Richard Johnson, who was the first car that came into the pit lane before the caution came out, he leads, followed by Wes McCall, Sam Oskin in 3rd, Brian Tedesco in 4th, 5th is Noah Cars, James Cole 6th, and Papiez, who was the first to lead, that went into the pit lane under the caution. He's in 7th place. McLean, Shelton and Tacos complete the top 10. We're back underway as Joshua Collard there restarts in 11th position. The problem is, though, is they've got the lap car of Stephen Cole on, who's running 41st. Seth Cole is the only one that's out of the race. So he's going to be a little bit of a problem for the leaders, for them to get by, as he just went on the outside. And you can still see his car's still fast on the outside. As Wes McCall goes for the lead on Richard Johnson. This lap car is going to cause a little bit of problem for some drivers, and McCall gets his Conseco Pontiac into the lead. But then he'll try and go on the inside of Stephen Colon, which didn't work. Oskin is now in the 2nd place. And Stefan Papiez, who's basically led the first 20 or so-ish lap. Look at them. Look at them all going, all for position here. McCall goes to the inside of Stephen Colon. Is he clear? Sam Oskin is also close to the back of them. As they're 3 wide for 3rd place. Noah Cars. Oh, what's happened here? Oh, there we go. Oh, Papiez. Look at the mess of cars here. Look at them all. Still Colon. Still is leading this whole gang of cars. But don't forget, he is on the tail end of the lead lap. Wes McCall tries to go to the inside. but not anymore, because I think Sam Oskin's going to take the lead away from him. Can he do it? Can Sam Oskin drive around the outside of Westbrook? He can. So now Sam Oskin is now leading the race. And look at the lead he's already jumped out to. Wow. And he's actually clear. Sam Oskin is actually clear. That could have been the race-winning pass there. As Noah Cars goes to the outside and goes by Westbrook for second. That's such a great shot there. Dylan Pulte at the Caterpillar Pontiac. Yep, so Noah Cars into second place, but they're still kind of struggling to get by Stephen Colon. And all the more that's going to allow Sam Oskin here to pull away as we're into the last 10 laps of this race. They've already done 75 miles of racing. It's 100 miles around here. And Stefan Papies, who led the first half of the race, is falling down the order. So too was Michael Norman. He was second pretty much at the start of the race. He's down there in 17th position. And look, there's the guy that's second in the championship, Christian Martin. He's up there now, nearly in the top 10. As there goes his teammate Dylan Young driving around there at the outside of him. Now goes to the inside, shuts the door right in Jessica Shelton's face. Nick Gunther nearly into the top 10 as Stefan Papies, who's struggling on the inside. Look at the tremendous gaggle of cars here, middle of the pack here. Ry Hayden, there's Levi McIntyre, Zachary Fitzwater trying to, he's on the outside. He's going to try and gain positions now. As Nico Ketchum looks down low. Meanwhile, back up front, Sam Oskin with the lead. Still Wes McCall still having trouble trying to get by the 9 of Stephen Colon. The lap car really being a major outplay in potentially this race. And look at Brand Tedesco. Tedesco now into third place. Might go for second. And Tedesco will go drive around the outside of Westbrook. And that is P2 now for Brandon. He's already secured the second place in the season back at Auto Club, the second round of the season. So Brandon looking on course here for a second top 5. He just needs to try and get by the lap car of Stephen Colon. Chris Summers, they're back in 40th place. Matt McIntyre, Cody Lammers, there's Trent Dunham. And Cole Diva's got a lot of back end damage too. As there is the 2 Robert Yates drivers there of James Qualls and Jeremy Tackles then right behind each other. Oh, and there's smoke! Smoke coming off of turn 2. Caution comes out. Oh, and Jesse Turner's just been turned upside down. And it looks like there's damage on the championship leader too. Jesse Turner up on his lid. Matt McIntyre's got damage. Brandon Ross has got damage. But I think the championship leader, he does have damage. Oh, Zachary Fitzwater, the pole sitter too. He's got damage and all. Oh, Jessica Shelton, she's also got damage too. And we've seen her battling up in the top 5 as well. And now she's involved in this accident. Charles Sanford, the engine's cooked. He's out of the race. Cole Diva 2, the safety car has picked up the leader. So we saw the big one coming off of turn 1. Here's a replay. Again, once again here from the helicopter view. Just about going 4 wide into turn 1. Jessica just drives up a little bit on Stefan. No harm, no foul there. There was no contact there. And then it looks like Stefan just sort of drove down a little bit on Jessica. Also, look at them further behind. Nathan Orman and Carson Gum. There was a bit of contact there between Noah Hart. Like I said, Noah's got to be on his best behaviour for 3 races. Them 2 nearly wrecked. But then you can see further forward. Oh, and yes, Fitzwater did get involved in it. And then they all get stacked up behind. I see Trek Torga. He also got a piece of that as well. Oh, that's where the hit came from Levi, from Charles Sanford. And they all just get stacked up behind. And then here comes Cody Lammers. Here comes Matt McIntyre. Chris Summers nowhere to go. And up and over goes Jesse Turner, just going over 2 cars of RJ and Brandon Ross. And now Brandon's car gets turned over too. Oh, well, just gets on his side. Very strange accident there. It was just a complete and utter stack up. From RJ Bishop's view, there's his teammate Carl Matthews just ahead. Oh, and there's Jesse right on top of RJ. And there was another accident further ahead with Charles Sanford and Jamie Smith. Now from Stefan Papiez's, from Diego Ospina's view. Oh, right, so Jamie hit the wall, so did Diego, but Andy McCreary just hits him. And one more view from Matt McIntyre. This is when Cody just gets in, just... Yeah, they all just get stacked up, didn't they? Look. And Matt tried his best to flip over Brandon. Well, believe it or not, there you can see there from the bottom left of our screen, we're going to be on lap 39 out of 40, so we're going to be on the penultimate lap. It's basically a green, white, checkered. Sama Ozkan leads the field. Behind him is Stephen Colon, who is now a lap down. He's currently running in 31st place. He's the only car 1 lap down. Brand Tedesco in 2nd position. 3rd is Wes McCall. James Qualls in 4th. Nathan Hudson 5th. Richard Johnson 6th. Jeremy Taco 7th. Cars, Young and Collard complete the top 10 as we're back underway. Now, if Ozkan can get a good run away from the lap car of Stephen Colon, and if the other drivers are struggling to get by him, which they're trying to do now, I think that's the race right there, ladies and gentlemen. Stephen Colon has just helped Sama Ozkan to get his first win in the CCS, I reckon. I think he has. Look at James Qualls. He's up to 2nd place. But look at Richard Johnson. Don't want to look at the pace car. He's in 2nd position. Don't forget, James Qualls was involved in the accident back at lap number 2. There he is now in 2nd position. Brand Tedesco starting to fall down the way in order as Sama Ozkan is going to take the white flag lap here. 1 more lap to go. Qualls looks to the inside of Stephen Colon. Richard Johnson will go 3 wide into turn 1. And again, the 9 car is going to come out on top. Indeed he does, but look at the run race McCall gets on Richard Johnson. Can he take 3rd place? I think he can. Jeremy Tacos. Look at Nick Gunther. Look at the 12 car. He will retake the championship lead as he's gone back into the top 10 and drives around the outside of Brand Tedesco, and that is for position. So I think that's probably P8 or P7, I think, for Christian Martin. And his teammate is going to go around the outside of Brand Tedesco as well. But coming off of turn number 4, Sama Ozkan, the disappointment of nearly winning at Pirates a week ago, is completely gone. He wins at Pocono. And the rest of the field all crossed the line there too as well. There was Trechtoga and Fitzwater. Fitzwater ended the day in, where did he finish in? No, that's Brandon Ross, that's the wrong number. He ended the day in 30th position and Christian Martin finished in 7th position. So Christian is going to take a healthy lead going into Texas next week. But congratulations then to Sama Ozkan. Like I says, he nearly got a win a week ago. He missed out on it, but he actually got the win here today at Pocono. So congratulations to Samet on winning that race. Stay tuned then for next week. We're going to have qualifying on the Wednesday for Texas and then the race itself on Thursday. So hope you enjoyed the race. And don't forget, we have a Discord group page. Comment. The link is in the description. Give this race a thumbs up as well. It'll be greatly appreciated. But that's it then at Pocono. Congratulations to Sama Ozkan. Here is your race results and the actual points coming into Texas next week. See you next week.